I just want to talk about like some personal. Justin, is there something you wanted to say?
Nope.
Okay, let's do another question.
Okay, perfect.
I wanted to give you something to interrupt. I felt like there was a Munch Squad coming.
Guess I'm getting a little less predictable in my old age.
Okay.
I paint apartments for a living. While walking I bet that's a very satisfying job.
Especially if you're doing it like by yourself, just put headphones on.
Especially if it's a nice clean job, no cutting in. You're just, can't imagine. Yeah. I paint apartments for a living.
I bet it sucks when they don't move the furniture first, and you get there and they're like, "Yeah, you'll move it, right?" And you're like, "No, that I just paint." Oh my god, move your shit first.
For a living.
I hate when they have a cat. What if they have a cat?
You paint the cat
into the wall. Sucks.
I paint apartments.
I love that book about how to write a movie called Paint the Cat. But it's like, that's how you establish like a Bean character right away, right? If you want to establish this as a Bean-esque character, which we're all going for a living, you got to have him paint the cat.
Paint apartments for a living. While walking through the hallway to the apartment I was assigned, I overheard the building is having an ice cream social later for the tenants. Yes. Michigan is having a heat wave, so the building has no AC, and I love free food. Is there an acceptable way for me to get some of this ice cream? Added context, the entire building is specifically for people 55 years and older, so I'll be at least 3 decades younger than the rest of the people there, and also I'm covered in paint, and that's from melting in the Midwest. Okay, let me start with this.
We have so much to add here.
What kind of cut rate slumlord is like, the old people are melting, we need AC, and then this slumlord turns around in his throne and is like, let them eat ice cream, and then slams the door in their face.
Yes.
This is a bad building. They're spending money on repainting before they preserve the temperature control for these poor old people. That's terrible.
Fucked up.
That's fucked up.
And let me say this: I'm gonna try my hardest. I don't want to propagate any sort of ageist stereotypes, but I will say that this 55-plus-year-old ice cream social is probably gonna be rocking some pretty gnarly fucking butterscotch briars, and not the good shit, not that fucking caramel core fucking Ben and Jerry's. They are going to have some straight up fucking
right out the tub, right out the big old tub.
That's the tub.
Tutti frutti out of the tub.
I've never rolled up to an ice cream social where I didn't see that like big like 5-gallon bucket of just like
signature select
really pale chocolate for some reason, like just a tan chocolate,
or perhaps worse, the tiny fluted cups with the paper lid you have to peel off. Like, it's a party. It's not a party.
And they have those like really cheap ass waffle cones, or they're just like little hollow, dried out, decayed husk of an actual ice cream cone.
Oh, bad news, guys! I'm hungry for ice cream.
Yep. I mean,
I'm so hungry for ice cream.
I got the kids some of they're like the drumsticks, right? But they're like miniature. And I was like, this is the perfect size. I can eat them in one fucking bite. I did. Nom, 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 nom. I'm a giant and I love ice cream. Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah.
I'm a giant and I love ice cream would be a good ringtone if anybody's still pulling those out.
Okay, listen. All you got to do is pick one person and stick at this ice cream social. Just keep saying like, yeah, hey, Gramps, just grab some ice cream before I finish painting your apartment. Boom, you're in there. Right? Now you're someone's grandkid.
Okay, let's follow it through. They say, I'm not that far gone.
Yeah.
I'm a Medal of Honor winner. Get out of my building.
Dude, you play Call of Duty?
No, you fool. I was one of the heroes that proudly defended this nation so that you could continue to prosper in self-sufficiency.
I do that too in Call of Duty. Let's land, my dude.
Who makes the power for your Call of Duty Nintendo games? Who makes the screens, the bezels that you use to get the different pixels running around? America, that's who.
The worker?
Self-sufficient land of ours.
But I'm a worker. I'm a painter. Oh. But not one of those artsy painters. Don't get it twisted.
Okay, I was about to have you thrown out for a homosexual.
No, I'm a real like working painter. Can I have some iced cream, please?
This is
I could perhaps spare a nubbin of pistachio.
Oh, thank you.
This sucks.
Don't I
on a
deserve
lot
the
of
ice cream for my work? No, says the man in
You
Washington.
can't be my guy. That's
No,
can't
I was
actually.
being
Justin
sorry. I was being
had his
Andrew
own
Ryan.
guy.
I've wanted us to get into more characters.
Okay,
I want
Yeah.
this to be my brother, me.
characters,
welcome.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
But I was being Andrew Ryan. Were you also being Andrew Ryan?
I was old alternate universe Andrew Ryan, where I never stopped being Batman.
What?
I hate to be this guy because I try to like stand on some pretty anti-capitalist like footing most of the time. But I will say this is one of those scenarios where you can get yourself a tub of shitty Breyers sherbet for about $2.50 at Sam's Club, and then you don't have to be in this situation.
But it doesn't. But he's working.
Bring it to work with
Well,
you.
Griffin.
You bring
okay,
the ice cream to work with you.
two
Bring
things,
ice cream to
Griffin.
work. Yeah.
Two things. One, it doesn't matter the price. Free ice cream is better than paid for ice cream.
Yeah, just like donuts.
But two, Griffin, what you are fucking forgetting, dude, is this is an ice cream social. There's at least gonna be jimmies. There's at least gonna be chocolate sauce.
at least Jimmy.
There's
in
at
this
least
building,
jimmies.
in this building that doesn't provide cool air, they're gonna have Jimmy.
Listen.
Life-sustaining cool air.
That's
and
enough of a
Jimmy's.
problem. Yes, I agree that is an issue, Griffin. But
Yeah.
if you put social on the flyer and then there are no toppings, at the very least, Jimmy's, take them to court. I don't
Yeah.
care about the air conditioning thing. You said ice cream social.
Social, yeah.
That means toppings.
I mean,
right?
at least Jimmy's, and maybe a
At
can of
least
whipped cream.
Jimmy. And
I
at
mean, I'm
least
not
sprinkle
asking for
Jimmy's.
I'm not over here asking for hazelnuts and magic shell. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be
Some
fruit
crushed
fruit.
up Oreos
I'm
would
not
be
at
nice.
Max and Irma's in the hot topping bathtub.
Yeah,
that
there's
they
not
have.
going to be cheesecake cubes or like cookie dough. I get that. I get that.
I don't need
But
a
some
bunch of,
Ready
like,
Whip, some
tapioca
Ready
balls.
Whip.
Yeah.
So, a jar of maraschino cherries. What's that? Like $3?
That's will to kill you? Now those
Come
are
on.
nice, though. You don't want to clean up after that.
Well, you're going to put down a cloth on the table in the rec room.
Well, anytime you're getting a lot of old people together, you want to put down some newspapers.
Justin Patrick McElroy.
That is not his middle name.
It's not my middle name. I think just go for it. They'd be happy to see you there. They'll
Plus,
be
there's
happy to
always
see
ice
you.
cream left over. If they got
Yeah.
just enough ice cream for these people, once again, take him to court. Take
If
this
you-
landlord to
if-
court.
If you walk in there and say, "Hey, it's a hot day and I've been working really hard. Can I get into that ice cream?" They would be thrilled. Do you know how overjoyed they would be to be able to share? Okay, Griffin, you're making a face. No, they would be thrilled.
It's just, when was the last time you were in a room with exclusively a bunch of 55?
They've got stories, Griffin.
They got stories.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Sweaty 55-plus-year-olds who are now reaping the benefits of the sweat from their brow, which is to say, Breyers and Jimmies. And then you walk in there with your fucking AirPods plugged in, probably listening to fucking Chapo Trap House. And they look at you with your fucking Invader Zim t-shirt on and
Nice.
your fucking wallet chain
Wait,
and your fucking
what year is that?
your little you've got a doll, an Obama doll that you're just carrying around for, and they look at you and they're
What? Like a ventriloquist
you wanna-
dummy?
you want to eat our ice cream that our past heroes of our nation fought for in Desert Storm? You want our ice cream? Okay. I don't think so. Why don't you go out there and get your own hip $15 ice cream at a cool cafe?
I
or
bet you
something?
eat gelato.
Probably.
Sorry, we don't have any dairy free here. You're gonna have to look.
They
elsewhere.
probably do, though. I mean,
They
Certainly.
must.
Okay.
you would think they do. You'd need to have at least one dairy-free option.
One other thing that we're not considering here. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Thank you, God.
Dun, 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 dun.